Alrighty guys, I hope everyone is having a great and wonderful day today. In today's video, I really want to talk about mixing Moldavite and pairing it up with blue beryl, also known as aquamarine, and carnelian. Now, the main reason that I really wanted to talk about pairing Moldavite with these specific stones and crystals is because they're actually found in the Bible. And for me, this was actually one of the reasons that I purchased aquamarine and carnelian because it was something that really kind of spoke to me as I was reading the Word of God. And it's funny enough because here in a moment, I'm actually going to show you where it says it in the Bible, some of the special stones and crystals that God actually had people engrave and use in things such as like the breastpiece of a king or of a priest or just someone who really had authority and had been anointed by God. He gave specific instructions of what crystals and stones to engrave on their breastplates. And I thought it was very interesting because as I've been doing my research and seeing what the spiritual properties are of these crystals, it's amazing to see how God specifically chose these crystals to use and engrave in the breastpiece. So just real quickly, guys, I want to show you real quick where this actually it actually shows these specific crystals that were used by God. And it's actually in the book of Exodus, chapter 28, and it starts at verse 17. And I actually have it right here in case you guys want to see it. Verse 17. Then it says, "Then mount 4 rows of precious stones on it. The first row shall be carnelian, chrysolite, and beryl. The second row shall be turquoise, lapis lazuli, and emerald. The third row shall be jacinth, agate, and amethyst. The fourth row shall be topaz, onyx, and jasper." And so it's funny, guys, how God actually uses crystals and stones in his own works, and understanding why he actually did that by understanding what these crystals do. And so I want to quickly share with you what this is: blue beryl, and it's also known as aquamarine. And we know that when we pair any stone or crystal with moldavite, it definitely amplifies its attributes and just anything and everything that these crystals can share with us and help us in our journey. And so I really want to quickly read with you what aquamarine can be used for and its purpose by itself and how it can be magnified with moldavite. So this is what I have so far. So aquamarine, also known as blue beryl. It is associated with the throat chakra, and it helps overcome the fear of speaking, and is an excellent stone for teachers and presenters of all types. It relaxes speakers to a stage of consciousness in which they are fully aware of their own truths, wisdom, and feelings, and able to articulate them with clarity and conviction. It also allows one to speak clearly and without anger in difficult situations. Now, it's funny how God would choose this crystal for, for kings and for priests. You definitely need to have a great tact and a great intellect to speak with clarity and being able to communicate effectively. So I understand why this is actually one of the stones and crystals that God definitely wants his priests to use on the breastplate. And now the red one, carnelian, right, its purpose and its use, it's also known as an orange stone. Especially the carnelians are excellent aids for training, right, coordination of physical exercise programs, and for balancing body energy levels. Carnelians boost a listless attitude and could stimulate the appetite. It's also used as a professional support crystal. Carnelian aids architects, builders, and construction workers in their creation of master buildings. It stimulates power and stamina in athletes and military personnel, establishes form and organization in journalists, and stimulates motivation in salespeople. Carnelian is said to attract prosperity, new resources, and good luck. It is a talisman for success in any money-making venture. In the workplace, it is a crystal of ambition, drive, and determination, and wards off undue pressures of coworkers or impersonal cooperations with unrealistic expectations. It also clarifies the voice. It is also known as the Stinger Stone, and is traditionally known to guard against falling, masonry, and accidents with tools. Today it guards the home from theft, fire, storm, and accident. And it leaves the courage needed to help overcome difficulties and defend a cause. It promotes idealism, a sense of community, and pragmatism. So I really wanted to share this with you guys because, like I said, it's a Bible crystal. If God's using it, I think it's definitely important to use as well, especially if you're in a place of like leadership, in a place of, having to communicate with people on a daily basis. I believe that this is a great stones to actually pair with Moldavite and to keep working and improving yourself along the way. So I'm actually kind of curious if any of you guys have actually worked or paired these crystals with Moldavite and what your experience has been. But I definitely noticed that when I work with aquamarine, it definitely helps when I communicate, just like says it does. Carnelian, I've also read separately that it helps. Like unclog your arteries, and it also helps the heart as well. But I've read that somewhere else, and I haven't really noticed this too much, just because um, I don't know. I haven't really noticed too much working with carnelian, but I'm sure it's doing something. I've definitely noticed more with the aquamarine. I've noticed more of the pairing synchronicities when I actually use it. But I really wanted to share this with you guys because it's amazing how God chooses these specific crystals and stones to be engraved in the breastplates of kings and priests and just people that he has anointed. And I really wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's very, very unique and very inspirational, right? And so, like I said, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Maybe you guys will get some beryl and some carnelian as well. I've actually been looking for chrysolite because I know that's also in the Bible. But at the local gem shop that I went to, they didn't have chrysolite. Apparently, it's kind of rare. And but I've been looking online, so I might have to get some online and have to show that to you guys later on. And so, guys, today I'm going to be checking the comments that you guys have put for the Moldavite um, that you guys want to get from me. I think if anything, I'm going to be giving away, not giving away, I'm going to be making these three available. We're definitely going to keep these two for my own collection of Moldavite, but I'll definitely have these three available for you guys to pick from. And but I think I'll be making a video about that next Sunday, where I'm actually just going to show you guys the pieces that I'm going to make available. That way you guys can choose which ones you want, and definitely also have a platform where we can make an exchange. So that just expect that to be up here within the next few weeks. And but I think I may just do two pieces at first, just so we can try this whole thing out. This is something kind of like it's just moving forward step by step. So I don't want to do everything all at once. I definitely want to take it one step at a time. So I may just make two available starting next month that you guys can definitely get from me, and we'll just keep moving on from there and letting it grow, and letting God lead us. And the Moldavite is immensely creating these changes and making it available. I know a lot of you need to get your hands on Moldavite, so I'm very, very glad that this whole process is moving forward. And so I look forward to that. Check out my pumpkin. I actually just got this bouncy ball. It was fun. When I was going through one of my purges with Moldavite the other day. I really felt guided to kind of relive one of my childhood moments with Halloween, right? Because when I was younger, I used to love Halloween so much. And so I decided to get one of these Halloween bouncy balls from like Safeway. And I've just been having so much fun with it, kind of reliving some of my childhood dreams and releasing also a lot of my, not childhood traumas, but just reliving that and kind of releasing some of those old patterns that I started to develop from family members that, just clearing things out, guys. It's something that Moldavite definitely helps you do, helps you relive certain memories in your life, whether they were good, whether they were bad, whatever they were. It's a great way to release and to, you know, just really almost nurture that inner child as well, because when I was growing up, I loved playing with toys. I mean, I just loved, being creative, and I was just so free, and I still am free, but, it's more creative. I used to just create all these stories, and I actually want to share with you guys later on this really cool, unique, method that I've used using actual toys like figurines to kind of see where you are in your life. And I know it might not make sense when I'm explaining it right now, but if you guys really want to see like what's going on in your life, maybe you want to see an outward perspective instead of, just kind of seeing what it looks like from the outside, you could definitely use toys and figurines, and or you can create your dolls or whatever you use. There's definitely ways that you can do that. Now, I will probably be sharing that with you because it's something that I remembered as a child that I used to do. And I encourage you guys to also look at your past and when you were younger as well. How were you creative when you were younger, right? What did you used to do for fun when you were little? Because all of those um, moments trigger something within us and remind us of how we used to be creators when we were younger. And for me, like I said, toys was one of the biggest things that I used when I was younger to be creative, to create stories, to create and manifest things into my life. Oddly enough, when you actually look and dissect and, kind of use some psychology to observe what you went through when you were younger, you can really answer questions and find ways that you were able to manifest when you were younger and you were able to create, because as kids we are able to do that because we're not, pounded and engraved and, you know, beaten down by social perceptions and, you know, limiting beliefs from our parents and society, and we're still these free young, lively creatures that, have just come from heaven, and we still remember how to be, like in the moment, and to create and to just live life without worry. And so just remembering those moments, guys, from when you were a child, and hopefully you had a really great childhood. I know I did, at least, and I'm very thankful for that. But I know there's probably maybe some people here watching on the channel who didn't have, the greatest childhood ever, but just realize that no matter where you are, you can always recreate. Even at this age, if you didn't have a great childhood, you could always recreate those memories in such a way where it's empowering, and you could always re redo your past, so to speak. You can recreate it so that you can see it from a different point of view, in a more positive light. So either way, guys, it's always a positive thing to go back into your childhood as early as you can, to start making those changes. And I know that the more that I work with Moldavite, the more that I'm going back into like my early years before, um, a lot of things happened in my life, and just enjoying those moments is something that I really, really enjoy. And so I really wanted to share that with you guys. So this is my pumpkin head. I don't know if you guys are doing anything for Halloween. This year I'm actually excited for it. For the past 7 years, I haven't really celebrated any holidays, and I'll probably be sharing later on why. But this definitely this year, I feel like just so much joy from Halloween, just because it reminds me of when I was younger, when I used to dress up. I mean, are you guys dressing up for Halloween? Like, if you guys are, what are you guys dressing up for this Halloween? Leave it in the comments below, guys. What are you guys dressing up for Halloween if you are? I actually have a costume, and I might actually be showing you guys later on. And so stay tuned for that, guys. But I really just wanted to share that with you guys. We have Blue Barrel, also known as Aquamarine, and we have Carnelian, and I have these three pieces of Moldavite, which will be available most likely starting next month. But I will start, like I said, with two. So we can get this thing rolling, and if we have any challenges that arise, we can deal with them right away. And then after that, guys, everything should go smoothly, and we can get this thing rolling. Sound good? Sound good. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be busy again this upcoming week, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but man, there has been some major changes all this last week, and I still predict that there will be some major changes coming up this week as well. So many new things are happening, guys. A lot of work's being put in. So guys, stay tuned for my next video next Sunday, guys. I send you guys so much love, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.